This in Los Angeles is The Herd. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, Fox Sports Radio, FS1. We are very lucky in 15 minutes. We don't get him often. The great Terry Bradshaw, the Hall of Famer, will be joining us in about 15 minutes. We're going to talk a long time about a bunch of stuff, and he's already in studio here hanging out with us, and we love having Terry. It's hard to get Terry. He's a busy guy. He's doing shows.
Very busy.
Very, very busy. Tonight, by the way, on Fox, we had the World Series game.
Yes,
So last night, I thought it was a really good, ugly football game, and tonight's the World Series game. That, for our radio audience, is Joy Taylor. Joy, show's flying by today.
It is. Lots of sports.
And
so grateful.
And no flies in the studio today. Did you
I
notice
saw
that?
one,
Oh, you
but
did?
I gave it a good hard look.
And boom.
And reminded him of what I did to his cousin yesterday, and he flew away.
Dumbest flies in the world. They stop right in front of your hand.
Stupid.
15-minute Terry Bradshaw, Jason McIntyre in 45 minutes. So the NFC East, I didn't say it was fun to look at. Tight division. Last night, the Eagles able to outlast the Giants due to the clutch play of my guy, their franchise quarterback. Carson Wentz once again pulled out the game. You know I love Carson Wentz. And he pulled out the game, and this is all I hear. Well, he wasn't good until the end. That's actually how Tom Brady won 3 of his Super Bowls, you know, being good at the end stuff. Russell Wilson, a couple weeks ago, played poorly. He was good on one drive of the game, the very last drive. And he beat Minnesota, and he was dubbed amazing. And I love Russell Wilson. Unbelievable. Carson Wentz struggles somewhat early with far less talent, does the same last night in the fourth quarter. He didn't play. He just doesn't play well until the end. The last drive by the Eagles totally encapsulates what the franchise in Philly is and what Wentz is. Let's look at it. First of all, punt return. Deshaun Jackson gets hurt. Well, of course Deshaun Jackson gets hurt. He's a Philadelphia Eagle wide receiver. So Carson Wentz will not have his most skilled wide receiver for the final drive. All right, he's gone. Later in the drive, Carson Wentz hits Richard Rodgers 2 times. Oh, the great Richard Rodgers, a third-string tight end, cut by Washington in September. That's his go-to guy. Yeah, this is go-to guy. This encapsulates what they are. Then, after this, they get down 1st and goal, and one of his teammates gets caught face masking, hurting Carson Wentz, and now he's got a 1st and goal at the 18-yard line. Like the percentages score there, almost none, except he throws a perfect ball to a 5'6" running back, Boston Scott. And you're telling me he's not amazing? Why is every other quarterback in the league a hero when they win a game late? The leading 3 receivers last night for Philadelphia are Richard Rodgers, cut by Washington in September, Travis Fulgham, released by the Lions last year. Not a good team. The Lions are like, you're not good enough for us. 6th-round pick from Old Dominion. John Hightower, a rookie, a 5th-round rookie from Boise State, and Boston Scott, who was signed off the Saints practice squad 2 years ago. Now, Carson Wentz is not perfect. Holds on to the ball too long, trying to make the big play. And he does throw a lot of jump balls. He throws the ball up for grabs sometimes. A lot of them are caught. But it's amazing. I have watched this kid 4 to 5 to 6 times in the last 10 Eagle games carry a MASH unit. But I always hear that, well, he's not good until the end of the game. He holds the ball too long. It's interesting. Greg Cosell, 41 years NFL films, compared him to a former NFL player on our show.
And Wentz is an interesting player, and I like Carson Wentz, as I know you do. But Carson Wentz, even at his best, he's a certain kind of quarterback. He's not a true precision player. He's a playmaker type quarterback who can make big plays. He will always miss a few. That's the way he plays. I'm not going to compare him to Brett Favre, who's a Hall of Famer, but stylistically, that's what Carson Wentz really is. He's a big play type quarterback.
We loved Brett Favre. We loved Brett Favre. We brag about what Josh Allen could be as a big play. We loved Bradshaw. We love Big Ben. None are precision players. Even Patrick Mahomes is a big play quarterback. We love all of them, except Wentz, who is playing with guys from Old Dominion. He's not perfect, but he's a playmaker, and you've made up your mind. I see this with people in politics. You just make up your mind, and you're not budging. You did this with Andrew Luck, and you've done it with Carson Wentz. Just once, I'd like to see him win a game late, and people go, like Russell Wilson, that's amazing. But like politics, we've all made up our mind, right? Here's Carson after.
The same thing that I echo every game when we're down. Hey, just keep believing, just one play at a time, and the big play is going to hit. It's going to happen, and John had the big one on that first drive, and obviously Boston the second drive, and guys just keep believing and keep rallying together, and that's what it's going to take to win a lot of these ball games.
So let's talk about a game this weekend that has the potential to completely change our minds about a team. Now, most of us, we either like teams or don't. And then there's the Raiders. I mean, let's be honest about the Raiders. They've had one winning season in 18 years. Outside of people who love the Raiders, they've been a joke for 18 years. They had 1 year where Derek Carr won 9 last possession games. They got to the playoffs. He got hurt, and they got rolled. They have been a joke for 18 years. They had the worst stadium deal. They had an old owner that was out of touch. They drafted poorly. I mean, around NFL circles, I knew people like reporters, respected reporters, didn't want to go public with it, but they would tell me, like, I don't even cover the Raiders. Like, they just don't know what they're doing. And they didn't say that about Detroit or Cincinnati or Cleveland. They would say, like, the Raiders are not even, they don't even count as an NFL team. They were a mess. We haven't taken them seriously for 18 years. But this weekend and this year, they beat Breeze and the Saints already. They beat Mahomes and the Chiefs already. If they beat Brady and the Bucks already, we're going to have to take them seriously. They got a cool new stadium, an iconic coach, a ton of offensive weapons, and a GM that appears, former TV guy, to know what he's doing. It really comes down to this with the Raiders. Do you like Derek Carr? I do, always have. Pro Football Focus came out yesterday. It rated every single NFL quarterback. All things, all stats, all plays. He was 12th. What have I said on this show? Joy is my witness. Derek Carr, to me, is the 12th best quarterback in the NFL. I do these lists from time to time, and that's what he is. For the record, I went and looked it up this morning. Derek Carr, since the start of last season, that's with John Gruden, 32 touchdowns, 9 picks, 71% completion percentage, and 105 quarterback rating. I'm in. I don't think he's Rodgers or Russell. I don't think he's Mahomes or Lamar. I don't think he's quite Big Ben, but he's a top 12 quarterback, and we're going to have to, for the first time in 18 years, take the goofy Raiders. I grew up, you had to take the Raiders seriously. They were a top 3 NFL franchise. They actually remind me a little of the Warriors. When I was a kid growing up, the Warriors were always great, and then they went into a 20, 25-year abyss. Now they're a great franchise. New owner, new people running it. The Raiders, if they win this weekend, will have beaten Breeze and Peyton, Andy Reid and Mahomes, Bruce Arians and Tom Brady. So Raider Nation gets very feisty because Raider Nation believes everybody's out to bury them, sort of like Cleveland Brown Nation. Everybody's a nation. The media is not picking on anybody. Either you're competent or you're not. And there's been about 7 teams that haven't been very competent for the last 20 years. The Raiders are one, and I think there's a chance. Remember, Raiders off a bye, Buccaneers just came off a huge win over Green Bay, natural letdown. Keep your eye on the Las Vegas Raiders. Terry Bradshaw has been patiently waiting off to the side. He can come and join us now. Terry, you can come on and get out here. I have to read a spot before we go to commercial, but, you know, I want to put you in a chair so you're – yeah, I'm bringing you out. Well,
you're going to go to commercial.
Well, you know, you're getting older. I want to make sure you're comfortable.
No, I'll be comfortable. Don't worry about it.
Oh, look at that. Look at you. Look
This is the worst sofa.
Now, it's not a sofa. They're chairs.
Well, whatever this is, why? You'd like everybody to look up to you and –
Pull the mic closer.
Huh?
That's not that I did. I didn't build
What?
this thing. I wanted to go eye level. The company built it so I would be a little bit of an
You know,
emperor.
I've been trying to get on this show for a month. I've been here every Thursday night doing, and I've always wanted to do the show. And I've asked you how many times.
Now, you're making.
How many times? No, I don't know if I have a camera, but Yes.
Okay.
And you're too big now.
No.
Yes. No. See, you can't even look at me when you say no.
Okay, no.
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 Don't smile and say no.
No. It's not it. You know that's not it. My producer didn't call you, and I had to chew him out. We love having you on the show. So 20 minutes of Terry, unfiltered, all great stuff. Back after this. We've been doing, COVID's been a little different. You get in the car, you go for long drives, you're trying to eat up time, do what you do. And if you do it, it's getting cold right now, late October to November, December, January. And unless you live in Florida, you're going to get lousy weather. And what does that mean? Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades last 2 times longer than other blades. They're only available at Walmart. They are designed, crafted with advanced quad tech. What does that mean? 4 layers of coated silicone. What does that mean? It repels water, snow, hail, ice, whatever it has to October, November through the middle of the country, especially. Keep your family protected as you're driving around. This was a year we had more staycations, more people staying in state, driving around, more in your car. Make sure you are protected. They are real, extreme weather proven, tested on a 16,000-mile drive from Alaska to Argentina. Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades again. Available only at Walmart.